Hey, Petra. How's training going?
It is going well. I am not having any troubles right now.
Good, good. At least things haven't gotten worse, right? So, did you hear what happened the other day? The professor, really.
Caspar.
Oh, whoa, okay, there's no need for that.
You are the son of my father's killer. That means I must be killing you and taking revenge.
What? I thought you said it wasn't a big deal. We're not our parents and all that.
Your optimism is not making sense. It is not possible that you are not having hatred for me. My father was killed. By the Empire. By your father. And so I will be impaling you on this blade to be satisfying a deep wish of mine.
A deep wish? What are you talking about?
I am talking about my wish. Of course, I am also having another wish. An even deeper wish. I wish for you and I to keep being friends. To keep fighting and surviving together. When you are speaking of your father, it is with a proud smile that injures my heart. But that is only a small thing. You also are working harder than anyone I am knowing, so I can't bring myself to be killing you.
I see. So you do hate me because of what happened, but you still want to be my friend? You haven't stabbed me yet, so you obviously want me to live more than you want me to die. I hope.
That must be the truth. More than all of it, I am not wishing to be losing you. It would give me great sadness.
Oh, okay, that's a relief. I don't want to lose you either, and I definitely don't want to fight you. To be honest, if things were the other way around, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I'd hate you, and I'd hate myself for feeling that way.
Caspar.
But you're not like that. You see me as your ally and your friend. You had the chance to kill me, but you used it to show me that you want me to live. You really are an incredible person, Petra. I want to be more like you. I want to prove that I'm a good friend. I promise, you won't regret letting me live.
You have my gratitude for your understanding. Hearing your words gives me great happiness. I was always feeling a barrier between our hearts. I am sure I was also the one putting it there. But from now onward, I will be sharing all of my heart with you. My grief and anger, joy and love, all of it.
I'd like that, Petra. From now on, we'll be more honest and open with each other.
Yay, good buddies. Good buddies. I honestly really like how this is all going. Oh dear. I totally forgot about Yaritza. Oh no. Wait. Why is he in his helmet? Oh, she died. Why was Yaritza in his Death Knight helmet?
You're awake.
I mean,
Yuritsa.
yeah, that's it. Professor Yuritsa.
I am not a professor.
Wait, what? You're not Professor Yuritsa? Oh, yeah. Professor Yuritsa always wears a mask. So then, who are you?
Yuritsa.
I don't understand. Look, are you Professor Yuritsa or aren't you? Please make yourself clear.
I am Yuritsa, but I am not a professor.
I am Groot.
Yuritsa who is not a professor? So there are two Yuritsas running around the monastery? Oh, wait. Aha! I got it. I get it now. You're no longer a professor. Therefore, you're just Yuritsa. Plain old Yuritsa. Our professor isn't a professor anymore either, but doesn't mind the title. I guess I figured you'd be fine with being called professor as well.
When I was teaching, it was simply a task, nothing more.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like there's a lot going on in that skull of yours, Yuritsa. Bernie, what the heck are you even doing in the infirmary?
You took one look at me and passed out.
Huh? Don't be silly! There's absolutely no reason I'd faint at the sight of you, Yuritsa. I'm coming down with a sudden cold, I think. Yeah! I've gotta run to my room.
Took one look at death himself.
Oh, Petra, are you researching something?
Yes, I am investigating useful fighting techniques.
You're always trying to become a better fighter. Personally, I'm sick of all the battles.
You are feeling sick about battle? Oh, I understand. Yes, I am also wishing for this war to finish quickly.
Sooner the better. I don't even remember the last time I washed my hair.
Yes, it is hard to be braiding your hair when it is damaged from lack of care.
Speaking of, you know, I don't think I've seen many braids like yours, Petra. I assume it's a hairstyle from Bridget? May I take a closer look?
You may. This style of braiding has been passed down through my family.
How very elaborate. That must take a long time to do.
Your words are delighting me. Braiding it does take up a great amount of time every day.
Every day? Now I suppose you couldn't sleep with your hair like that, could you? When there's time, do you think you could teach me? It would be fun to match you every now and then. And once I learn how, I can help you with your hair. What do you think?
I am really liking that idea. It would give me great happiness to have our hair match.
I'd like it too.
Dorothea, before I had confusion. I thought you were being overly familiar, but then I gained understanding. Now I am knowing that is how you show your kindness, and I have much gratitude for that. It is impossible to be imagining life without you. You are precious to me.
Petra, what a lovely thing to say. I might just cry.
If you will be crying, you can have my shoulder. For your crying.
Oh, I was just playing around. But if I ever do need a good cry, I do hope you'll lend me your shoulder.
My shoulder will always be available for you.
Oh, yeah? So
Take that out of context.
Make a reservation or anything?
A reservation? For my shoulder?
Oh, I just meant... You know what? It doesn't matter.
Oh,
What matters
honey.
is that I enjoy
Oh,
spending
honey.
time with you. It makes me stop worrying about marriage and status.
If that is the truth, then will you be coming to Bridget with me?
Huh?
When this war is finished, I am wishing for you to be seeing my homeland.
You are? Oh my. I'd love to, Petra. As soon as the fighting is done, I'd like nothing more than to see Bridget with you.
Yeah, I have yet to see what Bridget looks like in her hometown. Now it seems like there's one more. Yeah, Manuela and Dorothea.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been very curious. How did you end up enrolled at the academy anyway? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling as well. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
There have been good people, definitely. But as for my future, we'll see. It's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I should have listened to more connections with other professors. And it seems like there's another one between Manuela and Byleth. Oh yeah, no, it's the last one here. It's the last one for Dorothea. Still need more connections with Ferdinand, Linhardt, Caspar, and Edelgard. And then there's one with Hubert, so we're gonna figure that out while exploring the monastery, since we're all caught up here.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I hope this war ends soon. It's all a great deal of bother.
Okay.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color. Yes, I will keep practicing more.
Yeah, everybody has a weak spot. But yeah, it seems like she has been improving on her vocabulary a little bit. She can understand writing and reading. It's just wording it out, I do believe.
Do you have time for a request?
The fish seems skittish lately. It's said that every 5 years in the wake of a storm, a mystery fish appears and eats up all the other fish in the pond. They call it the Big One. Oh, maybe that's what's been happening last week. I thought that was just a legend, though. Catch the Big One, the mysterious fish of legend that is said to have appeared in the fishing pond. Let's go to our beloved gatekeeper for that special word.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Nothing to report.
Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital. It's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a
Oh, so
wonderful
like
place for a
Pacific Lock
holiday.
Town in Pokemon Ruby and
Best of luck
Sapphire.
for the next battle.
It would be a nice holiday, though. I'm guarantee it, but would it be rough for the next battle?
Hey, welcome.
Oh, there is a quest over here.
Got a favor to ask.
I want to start a collection that chronicles the history of Fodlan, but I'm having trouble getting my hands on anything significant. Honestly, it might be easier to excavate an artifact rather than trying to find one for sale. Search for a remnant that the merchant would be proud to add to their collection. A piece of history.
Professor?
There is Manuela's time.
Two can play at that game. I told him a small-time little weasel like you ought to be begging me for attention. Oh, it gets me so mad, so worked up. Why aren't there any men around here who understand what a catch I am? Come to think of it, you've always been nice to me. If only you were a man. I mean, you listen to all my problems.
I can probably tell that the dialogue would have been different if I was actually a male.
With a lot of people.
You're a close friend.
I know. It's a real tragedy. I suppose this is what the goddess has ordained, so I'll accept it. All right, enough of this moping around. What we need is a change of mood. We've still got a lot to do together. When I think about that, what are one or two men?
Calm down. What's wrong?
What's wrong is, it's not just one or two men, it's more like 100 men, maybe even 200, more! I'm completely... Oh, I can't get out of this mood! Actually, I've got an idea. Exercise will help. I'm going to the training ground. Come on and give me a hand. Gonna work my anger out on 100 training dummies. Maybe 200 if we've got them.
Okay. I didn't realize she needed to take her revenge out on 200 people. Lady Slava, that's what I was trying to remember the name. Actually, no. It was the other lady that I was trying to remember in the battlefield last time. I do know this one now. And then there was Randolph I know specifically because I was trying to keep him alive.
5 years ago, during the attack on this place, you allowed me to join your side. Since then, I've risen through the ranks. And now I'm a general leading my own army. In this invasion of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the supply lines and keeping the Goneril territories under control. That's why I won't be accompanying you to Deirdre. Please look after Lady Edelgard.
Well, good for you, and also thank you. This is terrible. Recently, pirates have been raiding coastal towns in the Srang region. People say that they're attacking innocent civilians and sinking merchant ships. Think you can do something about that? A soldier has obtained information about pirates. Head to the Srang region and take them out. So I can get a battalion of pirates. That's pretty cool.
I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
Like, what if I had led a different class? Or, like, what if I turned against the Empire? Or, no, I don't.
I see. You are so focused and cool-headed. I wish I could be more like you.
Actually, yeah. I sometimes ponder, like, what I would have done if I didn't take up, like, animation. Like, would I would have still persuaded in my dream? Or pursuing my dream to becoming a big, like, streamer or content creator. Like, I have that as a hobby. That's all I could really do. It is fun, not gonna lie. But at the same time, it's like, this... It's just like, something that makes me happy.
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
Yes.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Hey there. Lately, the Kingdom and the Knights of Seros haven't made any significant moves. I don't suppose they're going to stand by and watch while we attack Deirdre, though. That's why I've doubled our guard and instructed them to be extra vigilant. I will keep Garrigmok safe. It is my duty and responsibility.
I'm happy when we win battles, and on the other hand, it's... Perhaps it would have been better if I'd just stayed with the opera. You're right, Professor. Now you just have...
Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too. Maybe
What kind of name would you have?
Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that'll beat his and earn a nickname for sure.
I actually do wonder about that. I wonder what kind of nickname he would come up with.
Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew. Oh well, he's just another enemy now, isn't he? What? Am I not supposed to say that?
Jeez, how could you not remember a handsome face like Claude? How dare. Yeah, kind of. How dare you? There is actually something to pick up at the church. Maybe it's that thing that he's looking for. Oh, because it's like crumpled. Cornerstone fragments. A fragment of stone that has existed since the monastery's foundation. It shows the wear of time. That's what he's looking for. Okay. Well, here you go, buddy.
Oh, good.
Ah, magnificence. Exactly what I was looking for. Clearly, I asked the right person for help.
So, we've somehow managed to take the Great Bridge of Myrden. That means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy.
No, actually, he has two.
I have a request for you.
Would you assist us in securing more resources? I need albinian berries and poultry.
I have a request for you.
If it's not too much trouble, please find the most beautiful flowers you can. We require a large number of them, so do not be too selective about their size. Okay, I have to give him a gift? Why not this lily?
I'll take it.
And we'll deliver the resources.
Thank you.
Find some flowers and give them to Hubert. Okay. How about some forget-me-nots?
I'll take it.
And maybe a pitcher plant?
I'll take it.
Okay. Coffee beans. What about lavender? Okay. He's not being very specific. Find some flowers and give them to Hubert as a gift. Which one specifically? Is it like a rare one? Here. Well, I'm sure he doesn't like this, but sure. Okay, he likes that. Anemone?
I'll take.
Baby's breath.
I'll take.
Lily?
I'll take.
Rose?
I'll take it.
Daffodil?
I'll take it.
Violet?
I'll take it.
Sunflower.
I'll take it.
I have given him every single flower that I owned.
Professor.
And it's right near the garden. Okay. Pfft. I mean, that gave him a lot of support levels, not gonna lie. I feel like gifting my characters a lot of, giving my characters a lot of gifts actually helps with support. Gladiolus? Flowers used as an offering for those who died in war. The flowers are colorful, but the leaves are sharp as blades. That is the flower to give to him. That is the flower I have to give to Hubert.
So we've somehow met. That means we've blown. We should press.
Gifts. Gladiolus.
I'll take it. Well done, Professor.
Oh, I didn't even get to read it. Whoops. But I got some magic battalions. So that was actually 2 quests from him. I'm gonna have to start like doing more gifts for everyone.
In order, the less it holds. However, Duke got there about 3.
I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you? I wish it dearly, but few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Yeah, it actually does work. If I give them gifts enough and enough support hearts, they'll start doing more of the conversations. So I got Edelgard's, Ferdinand's, Caspar's, and Linhardt's ready.
Yes? Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties.
Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the sky?
That does sound like Hubert.
Doesn't it? And the worst part is that he's always right, so I can't even argue with him. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty.
Well, you have many talents that I lack.
Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I suppose a flower from another's field is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached, so to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief.
I could say the same to you.
I can't deny it. Ever since I underwent those procedures, I've certainly distanced myself from the ordinary world.
It seems we were fated to be friends.
Friends. That word somehow doesn't seem adequate. Besides,
What is
we've
this?
been friends for a long time, you
Friend.
and I. By now, we're so much more than that, at least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, you can call me just Elle, if you so please.
Elle?
That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little. Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me.
Why is that?
Why? Well, you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more than a friend. In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why.
Aww. We're starting to feel like more of a family. Oh my god, that's adorable. Yeah, to deepen this bond, you have to wait until the war ends. Okay, so I got that ready. Let's go meet up with the others.
Do you have a minute, Professor? I gotta talk to you. I've been thinking a lot about those brigands with the scorpion tattoos, and I realized something. I mean, I'll feel better if I get this off my chest, right?
Let's hear it.
Okay, listen. I can't deny who I am. I know you were right 5 years ago when you told me not to chase after that suspicious guy. But I still can't get over the possibility that he might have hurt those kids. I would have regretted not stopping him for the rest of my life. There's no way I could forgive myself. It sounds awful to say, but the safety of those kids is more important to me than the nights we lost. I'm sorry, Professor, but I can't promise that I won't disobey your orders in the future.
That's okay.
I know. It's too big a risk to keep me around. I won't cause a fuss. I'll just pack my bags and... Wait, what?
I think you misunderstood.
I guess so. You're really okay with me sticking around? Even if I might not always follow orders? People could get hurt if you let me keep doing things my way.
We'll make it work.
Just like that? I almost can't believe it. I really struggled to come to this decision, you know? I want to stand by your side, but I won't stop standing up for what I believe in. I know I might cause trouble for everyone, but I just... You know, I give up. I've got nothing else to say. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
It's okay. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Professor. Thanks for accepting me for who I am. I'm glad I get to keep fighting by your side.
Aw. I'm glad he's okay now. Good for him.
What an interesting way of looking at life. Ah, it is you. Just at the right time.
You're working late.
Oh, is it nighttime already? I must have gotten carried away. There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you.
Me?
I'm starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the Lost Crest, you wield the sword of the Creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You stand alongside rulers, supporting them, advising them. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much.
That's high praise.
I am not exaggerating. Everything I said is true. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions,
Lug?
had 2 advisors.
What kind of name is that?
The undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug. He had tremendous power, but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader.
To think someone could be so virtuous.
It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until recently. But when I watch how you conduct yourself, I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never be greater than Edelgard. She will always surpass me. I am what I am. Like you and this undesiring strategist, I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
Ah, yes. Professor, what brings you out so late?
I could ask you the same. I heard a strange voice.
Oh, that was likely my voice. I've been worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest research might be for naught.
So he's thinking like if he naps too much, he won't get enough research of what he really wants. Why is that?
Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace. Certainly there are crests that make you stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors heal injuries. Still, the possibilities seem limited. It's as if crests were designed to be used only in times of war. Their power meant to bring about death and destruction.
Maybe you're right.
I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all. It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather stupid thing to worry over. Knowledge or peace, sleep or war.
Well, it's not stupid.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment. Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you. Professor, don't make faces like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
Well, I'm glad I could be there for you, Linhardt. I'm really glad. So I think now, with Byleth, I have everybody's support level up to the point of S, except for Yuritsa, which can only happen until the end of the war. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to get Yuritsa's up. I mean, I could literally just gift him as much as I can. Huh. Yeah, that was a different color. A Fodlandy? Is that what that fish is? Challenging to ensnare, this ancient fish has swum in the waters of Foland for countless generations. Maybe that's the... yeah. You got rid of the big one. Now the other fish can rest easy. Assuming fish rest. Anyway, nice work. Okay, so I actually caught the big one. Probably a one-of-a-kind though, so maybe I can keep that for a special occasion. I'm probably just also gonna get Yuritsa's up. Especially if he's with us, then I might as well then.